What's up, everybody? Robert Sykes, KetoSavage.com.
Crystal Love, KetoBrick.com.
And we are starting the Keto Savage Kitchen back up.
Whoa.
Now, let me preface, this is not an actual kitchen recipe video. This is us introducing the fact that we're making more recipe videos. Let me make a couple quick little announcements. First of all, we were hesitant to do this again because we enjoyed doing them when we did, but there's like so many food bloggers out there and recipes out there in the keto space already. What value could we possibly bring to the table? You could easily just go online and Google anything you want to find, right?
Correct.
So I was hesitant to do it for that reason, but I sent out an email. I asked everybody on my email list, hey, what do y'all think about this? You think I should do it? You think we should do it? You think we should not do it? What's your opinion? Most people said we should do it under a few circumstances, which I'm in complete agreement with. The circumstances being that we follow suit with what we did in the last videos, which was we kept things very simple and we made things like with a macro-based approach. There's a whole bunch of keto recipes out there that are keto, but they're not really ideal from like a macronutrient standpoint. There's a bunch of just filler ingredients, a lot of unnecessary carbohydrates, so not really what we're looking for from a performance-based recipe.
Yep.
Crystal, feel free to talk as much as you like. Crystal's going to talk more in these recipe videos, I promise. And another thing, with food blogging, again, I'm not a food blogger. Crystal's not a food blogger. We're ketogenic athletes, not food bloggers. And the thing, I made a video the other day about being unique, being new, and bringing something original to the table. And I don't want to like disrespect any recipes that are already out there. I don't want to find a recipe that I like from a food blogger and like tweak one little bitty thing and claim it as my own. I feel like that's just regurgitating information that's already out there, and I've never liked to do that. So we're going to kind of avoid that at all costs, and we're going to do so by not really watching any other food blogs prior to us making these videos. Like, we're just going to make these recipes based off of what we're craving, what knowledge we already have prior to making the video, and not really base it off of anything that's currently out there to kind of safeguard us from replicating anything that is already out there. And let's just talk a little bit about the formatting here. Crystal, just say something. Say something. You're not talking at all.
The one thing I am really excited about doing this is that it is going to kind of be spur of the moment. Like, we're literally going to be, well, I feel like I'm going to give it away.
All right, we'll just talk about this a little bit. So,
about that?
Yeah, Crystal, what do we got going on here?
Okay, so Robert kind of mentioned already that it had to be something unique, something that's not already like been like made. And it might be like, I don't know, a burger casserole something and that someone has made before, but we just decided like, let's just throw all these things in the thing and go, it's just gonna be something that we decided to throw together, not following a specific recipe or like we didn't look it up before or anything like that. So unique in the sense that we're just throwing what we want into the pot.
Correct.
Okay, keep going.
Go
okay.
For it.
So what?
What? Macro conscious.
What do you mean?
Like, we're putting an emphasis on macronutrients.
Okay. Macro conscience. Anyways, so pretty much what we're going to be doing, which I feel like that was like a very high way of saying it, is that we're going to be looking at our macros, what we have for the rest of the day, for the evening, for the last meal, for the first meal, whatever meal this is that we decide to do, what time of the day. What we have left in our own macros. So mine's going to be a lot less than Robert's as far as how much food we have to, per serving. Now, we both also do pretty low carb. Robert just does pretty much close to nothing, and I try and stay between like 10 and 15. So they're all going to be really low carb. We do a moderate protein and a high fat, so you can always kind of expect that per meal, and then Yeah, and then it'll just be like what meets our macros, which helps to make it unique.
Yeah, I'm thinking like this format is subject to change, so we're like open to suggestions right now.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of thinking, you know, we start the video off by, gee, Crystal, what are your macros left for the day? You know,
Gee, Robert.
So kind of like make it real life, you know. And then we showcase our macros, what we have left, and then we're like, okay, what are you craving? And then you see what we're hungry for. Then we go to the grocery store, walk around, all this being part of the recipe video, figure out what we're gonna get it, and then in doing that, we want to keep it very simple. So we want all the ingredients to be like, I'm leaning towards like 5 ingredients or less. Probably there might be some that are like closer to like 6 or 7, but for the most part, I want these to be definitely sub 10 total ingredients.
And that's pretty normal for us. Like, we don't do anything crazy. We don't follow a lot of recipes because it's simply not simple. We like to keep things simply. We like to keep things very basic, very simple, to the point. You don't need a lot of like extra like things to make it
something that would be easy to meal prep.
Yeah.
And just like do sustainably. And then since we're going to be in the grocery store in these videos showing y'all what we get, we're also going to show you what the price is on all these ingredients, so you can kind of like have an idea of what the price tag is. And then since this is the best part, y'all, since we won't have made these before, like this is just going to be raw and uncut. Like we're going to shoot it from start to finish and try it for the first time with y'all. So like if the recipe sucks, we'll be the first to tell you that it sucks.
But it'll be fun to see the whole process to see if it really sucks or if it's really good.
Yeah. So
we've made a lot of things like the tongue and what was the other? Yeah, the beef tongue and something else that like I thought it was going to be absolutely disgusting, and you actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So like that's gonna hopefully add another layer of uniqueness to these recipe videos that you're probably not gonna find elsewhere. Like a lot of recipe videos out there are like perfected. They've done all the stuff. They've got like a perfect picture and everything's just flawless, and they bring that to you, which is great. You know, that way you can go into it with confidence. Ours is not gonna be like that. Ours is gonna be like, is it simple? Is it work with our macros? Is it great like nutrition for our performance? And is it like incredibly easy? I mean, like I'm gonna stress that multiple times, like incredibly easy. And does it taste good or not? And if it doesn't, we won't be ashamed in telling you it doesn't, because we have nothing to lose in doing this.
Yeah.
So that's what we've got going on. We're excited about it. There's not gonna be like a specific schedule, I don't think, to making these. We're shooting for one a week, but we've got a lot of conferences coming up, so we're gonna be traveling a lot. We're gonna be traveling a lot. But yeah, that's kind of what to expect going forward with the recipes. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
All right, get ready for the next Keto Savage Kitchen.